True.
A semi that, oh man, yeah, really, really difficult to watch. This is a fresh day and a different team and a different tournament, so trying to find the right mindset moving into this series. Doc in from behind. Good catch on to the first, to be fair to him. Suplex up in the ladder room. Not heard jumping up. You can technically hear it. It's very faint. So if the comms are a bit loud, you may well have missed it. And that, looks to be the case. Doesn't catch the player in the back. Spinx in at window. Has been thwarted. Has been spotted here. But what a great cut-off for the rotations this spot can be, right? Bomb going to go down. They need Spinx to find at least one or two.
Making a move. In through CT. Creeping their way with the numbers favoring Sharks. This would be the right way to start off this map. Give themselves a chance on Vitality's pick, but it's not looking good. Mezzy finds one. Drops him down, but Arta backs him through. Mezzy still causing problems, and Mezzy lining them up. Now thrust into a 1 versus 1 as Mezzy just creeps around the back. He's looking for that ace, looking for all 5 as well. Tap on towards the bomb. Does he expect the stick? There's a K. They've got a K, but Mezzy's going to find all 5. For the Brit. Merryman by name in the server too. Vitality get a first on the board, and it's much, much needed.
Some nice finds in there from Sharks, but ultimately I don't think they were ready for the strategy of Vitality, you know. Very, very confusing. Very weird to deal with. 5 rifles out from Vitality as well, so not looking to make any money. They're maybe expecting a force buy here, one would say. Wanting to battle off against the armor a little better. Charging out on towards A quickly once again. USP does chime in. It's a lot of money taken away, you know, when you get 1 kill here because of those 5 rifles. And Mezzy as well, also worse for wear. I think they should be all good. Mezzy not really close to the action. There comes the final kill. So a quick one for Vitality. No real sweat off the brow. Sharks into the buy early.
Yeah. One of those sort of, you know, throwaway rounds. You know, if you can get a couple of constellation kills, you take them, but I'm not expecting a hell of a lot. First 4 buy. Could be very important here, though. This is going to be a big one for us in terms of looking maybe where the mental state is a little bit over towards Sharks. Had a really good run of things up until the tail end. You know, that second half simply not good enough. And it can be quite kind of sort of mentally deteriorating, right? You know, just constantly getting barraged the way that Vitality can. It can be really difficult. Chips away at the mental game. Flame's going to find one. As that smoke gets broken, Doc gets caught. And Togs is not close enough to trade here. So Vitality find an opener. Just no ability to trade.
Oh, Spinx, clean find. Quick boost towards the window. Playing very fast. Very, very fast on the Vitality side of things, which again, against higher level opponents, they may well look to get that war of attrition going that is so, so popular. Against the Sharks, they're trying to lay down the law. They're trying to show who they are, what they are capable of, and let them know why the odds are so heavily stacked against them. Just keep that reality alive. Sharks definitely feeling it here in the 3rd round.
Apex, top con smoke. All goes a little eerily quiet here in the 5v3. Double stack towards B for Sharks. No one on A, but at least one close enough. Yeah, not a huge amount really being offered up here. Yeah, looking towards B though. York might get a little proactive. Nice shot. Finds one, but instant trade from Flames, who looks for more, but he will fall himself. But it doesn't matter. It's only DRG towards Ramp who's going to be the difference maker. And the bomb might get caught on the cross. It won't. Oh, no, DRG. We've bigged him up so much coming in towards his second map, and he fluffs his lines. That's tough. And that's the round. I mean, there's just no point. rdnzao just keep hold of the orb.
Yeah, makes sense. Vitality, though, very, very quickly, I think, putting the fear into Sharks. And on the hunt, Apex. Round this corner. Here's him coming, takes him with the USP. A little bit BM, but gonna make it work. Picks up the AWP as well, so there you are. 2 for 1, denying a save and getting an AWP for ZywOo.
You take a little freebie. Little present, gift wrapped as well, for a 3-0 start. This is the worry, though. with a map like Mirage, if you are Sharks, is that, you know, fundamentally, pound for pound, Vitality are a side with the better players. And if they want to just pug this out and play quick and rely on individuals, rely on angels, they can. My God, Zao hits a leg. Suplex gets caught on the cross. They're down to 16. Not the star he would have wanted for this one. A pop flash. Oh, it's Smokey, but not a pop flash because, I mean, they would have hoped it would have been one of those. ERG gets up. Finds one, not going to make a difference. Doc going to burn in the flames. They know somebody's clear or near. Or they're going to clear out that position. These pistols for Sharks can be a little precarious, but again, expectations for this round are pretty minimal.
Smokes over the top. Kind of an eerie silence there as they come over. Still quite slow from Vitality. I think they're weary of a stack. It's halfway there. Most of the players are ready for the A hit, but they're not necessarily on the A bomb site itself. There comes the important frags. Little head spotted out by Apex. Suplex dealt with easily as well. Vitality, patience pays off. They know they have the upper hand. The fights are probably going to come to them. Let's play it safe, play it patient, and what do you know? They peek in.
So again, this is just, I mean, fundamentally very simple from Vitality. And the fights offer up, they're winning them, and Sharks really aren't offering up a huge amount for us to really discuss just yet. Barely getting off the board in terms of the fragging department, never mind kind of strategically. 4-0 Vitality, and this is probably, you know, a little bit more of the start we sort of expected for this series. Quick, ZywOo. Doc flies into a fight and it'll cost him his life, as ZywOo's never going to miss a freebie like that. Or, in no man's land, does get a kill, but instantly traded, no impact really. And in a matter of moments, rdnzao alone. 1v4, and again, probably just a save.
Damn. Yeah, this is looking pretty egregious now, isn't it? Right? 5 really, really fast. And it's just not looking very difficult for Vitality. The Sharks, Mirage, the trouble that they have behind it, the lack of success, I think is the nice way of putting it. But yeah, it's not a great map for them. It has been clearly punished here, and Vitality, whew, the work is paying off.
Oh, well. Anything at the tail end would be nice, but again, not really going to ask too much out of this. Just save that M4 if you're given the luxury of it. Mezzy gets caught jumping up. Does he expect a second? Well, now he will. The Spinx going to rip his head off regardless. Nobody saving. So with that nothing saved, nothing gained sort of situation, this is again just Vitality stroll in the park these first 5 rounds have been for them. And you can already see Sharks getting very, very kind of on edge, right? Util or alone playing through bench holding under, getting kind of 1 kill, but unfortunately a bit of an impactless kill, you know what I mean? So this is already where you can see, mentally speaking, Sharks getting just a little bit on edge. Unforced errors creeping in, Vitality punishing, and us getting pretty concerned.
Same smokes over the top once again. Same as the last anti-eco round out from Vitality. Are they going to follow on them? Not quite sure. It looks like they'll hold for a little bit. It's that bomb that's right at the front, though, that sort of gives the game away, at least for us. Playing it slowly again, waiting to see if Sharks take a peek here. They will not move, despite the smokes. James has to go through the motions again. Are we going to get the same smokes out? I mean, it's kind of an interesting move out from Vitality, the double pump. Keep the CTs guessing. There goes Apex for a clean one. That might just start the hit here, but this is a really, really slow moving from Vitality. DRG up close on the Deagle, trying to find some good timing. Ooh, it's a clean shot. The second denied away. His teammates finished off as well, so looking good, but for just a split second there, I thought maybe we could be onto something.
On up towards stairs, bomb gonna go down. Fire range, AK versus MP9. I know I'm taken in that one. Spinx just holding for anything on the tail end. Does he expect somebody up closer? The 5-7's creepy. Making noise though. And Spinx away. Good find. Nice headshot. Doc gets caught. And rdnzao again, unfortunately for him, just a save call. And even that, just an MP9. Might not be given that luxury. Zaiwu's posted. Holding, waiting, finding, because he's never going to miss that every day of the week. Quick reactions, quick finds, 6-0. Oh, I don't know about you, man, but I'm already getting very concerned that map number 1 might be a complete opposite to what we saw in map 2 to map 1. It might be completely different. This one is looking quick.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough, as we talked about, you know, difficult for them to bounce in. I think that first map, they maybe had put all their eggs into that basket. It very nearly paid off for them. Anubis is the decider as well. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so close to being a picturesque story for Sharks, but it's that Mirage in the middle. It's hard. It is very, very hard. And as we talked about, I think clearly prepped for that first map. Maybe that means they've not put as much time into Mirage, and they just don't know what to expect from Vitality either, you know? But Suplex finds the opener. Maybe this could be the first.
Orb. Burning, but still alive. Making a move here towards B. Spinx. Right idea, but doesn't connect in that shot. But the U-Tool come through. Now one backside spotted. Damage dealt. And he just turns away. And that's enough. rdnzao to get active. He'll find his kill. Burning in the flames a little bit. Being tagged down. Lining them up. And there's 3. Zaiwu and Apex combined. And that's already the B-side coming through. It looked like potentially on the lock and key. And our bomb to go down and a 2v2 ensues. There's a chance. Apex doesn't die initially to the nade, but he will. The DRG thrusting Zaiwu into a 1v2. Holding door, finding that fight. Pistol pulled out. DRG lurking his way out towards bin as Zaiwu holds. Posted hand cannon by name. Will it be by nature as he looks to try and find this fight? And time starting to tick as well, dancing around the angle. But DRG gonna find it. Seeing it off in the first round of the board for Sharks. Not exactly been a long time coming, but it's better late than never.
That is so damn close on the Zaiwu shot, but doesn't come off, doesn't come off. Here we go, though. Sharks, first one in for them. Have we got a bit more available in the tank? We'll see. We'll see. It's as close as it comes. That's one of the difficult things, not to immediately be negative, but to keep it real here. They only survive with 1 player. That's going to be very costly, isn't it? You know, it's not going to do a lot for the bank. And on the Vitality side of things, they've been having some pretty dominating rounds, so they will have loads of cash available. Yeah, you can see. Not awful, to be fair, but there's going to be a couple players, I think. Oh, okay, we're swapping the monies around a little, and I like that, making sure that the stronger players maybe have themselves the rifleage. All the same, taking a timeout there after that one as well. Didn't quite catch who that was for. I don't know if you did, but all the same, we'll see. This is going to get interesting.
It is. And I think as well, for Sharks, you know, it's good to see this side get a bit of success, but it's just the fact that if they don't find consistency, it's not going to make a difference, and arguably hinders them a little bit, right? You were talking about the buy that they've got through. Well, it's going to be way worse if they lose this round, because they have lesser loss bonus. rdnzao is a tough jump, I feel you, man. He's going to play up close, and this might be heard. Now it definitely expected as well. Burning, flames, chasing, hunting through the flames itself, but he maybe overextends and gets caught. rdnzao desperately beckoning over rotations, desperately trying to isolate fights, and he gets 2, so enough at the very least to keep him alive. Only for the time being. Backside Spinx delivers. And now 1v3 for Suplex feels like too tall in order. What do? Do you even go for the save here? Is it worth it? Well, now too little, too late, as he's spotted. Desperately trying to move around, and he's not given that luxury. Back to winning ways, and like I said, losing that round is arguably worse, because now they're back into an eco.
Yeah, really tough. Really, really tough. You know, you want to try and answer back for at least one more, and it was close. It was close for a moment there in the middle, but unfortunately the B-bomb side just overwhelmed, and the retake disjointed. I think they needed to put a pause on things when they'd managed to find a 3v3, take some time. Don't go crazy, don't go crazy, but unfortunately they trickled in and fell apart a little bit. Eco round out now from Sharks. Vitality, though, 8 rounds already is pretty nasty.
Shot. Doesn't find, but as he and Spinx do. These pistols, not expecting huge amounts. ZywOo, quick click on the reaction. Last man of Doc, a dead man walking. But he'll get his consolation. Who will find ZywOo with the nade, who at the moment is absolutely cooking on gas. This is, yeah, it's just tough though, isn't it? I mean, this has been the story so far this series. It's all about the T sides. CT sides, of all of them we've seen, the 3 out of 4 we've seen, have been really lackluster. Both of them on Vertigo were tough to watch, to say the very least, and this one's not exactly been any better of a viewing experience. Back into a bite for Sharks and an orbital work of a suplex. He might be able to slow down ZywOo a bit, but many have tried, many have failed.
Spinx. Oh, just as the smoke goes down, it's so perfectly calculated by Vitality. Really, really well played. Finding that opener once again, and a back away from the T side. So Sharks are going to struggle to find some kind of an answer. The mid control, super important on this map, of course. They just don't have anything available to get a response. At the same time, still got this AWP in action. Oh, suplex. Spotted the back of a player, knows he's got to be careful. Misses a shot. Lucky to be alive, to be fair. Tiny bit of info, I guess, but yeah, not looking too great. I like the push in from Togs. Meanwhile, oh, and the dink lands on the second player. This is all over. Great flashes over the top, however. rdnzao just completely caught on that B side. Probably a save here for the A players.
Sadly, I think you're absolutely spot on. After Spinx had a chance to give them something. If he finds that kill in Con, and obviously the short guy delivered on his, it could have been a completely different, you know, scenario that we find ourselves in now, but unfortunately just more of the same for the Shark side. A big save and now a big hunt to come through as well. Apex and Spinx. Gonna have a little look in. Got the right idea, but both these guys are so low. 17 and 13 HP respectively for Apex and Spinx is not easy. Apex has a flash, opting against it, being a bit of a human flashbang. Big trade to come through as well. AWP is hunted. He's in a bit of trouble, and he will fall. He gets a couple on the tail end, but it wouldn't really make a difference. 9-1. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. This is, yeah, this is just a massacre. This is, I mean, easily one of the most one-sided showings we've seen in a long time. And maybe in some ways, kind of what we'd expect out of Vitality in this game. You know, no disrespect to Sharks, but, you know, they're playing completely different, basically, scenes, right? In terms of the tier 1 versus the tier 2. Vitality just showing how good they can be. Great opener again. In this low buy round, we're not looking at a hell of a lot. A quick B take. And this is going back to something you spoke about earlier, Scriv. The pace of some of these Vitality rounds, just no respect being shown.
Yeah, really cool to see, I suppose, that Vitality have found their feet again. They look very shaky in the first half, I will say, of Vertigo. Definitely picked it up into the second, don't get me wrong, on that T side. But yeah, man, some of the retakes on Vertigo had me very, very worried. Man advantage scenarios being lost, etc., etc. So it is good to see them finding comfortability on the T sides across these two maps. Keep our eye on the CT side as the tournament goes on. But yeah, this is a much better response and honestly more of what we should have seen. Not necessarily wanted to see or expected to, but definitely should have seen. If Vitality are vying for a win of the tournament, a team like Shark should be no trouble for them.
Yeah, exactly. DRG trying to play up close there as well, see if he can get anything on the hunt, but instead the Predator becomes the prey. As Mezzy, you'll see him off at the tail end. That low bite not really amounting to basically anything. The 5.7s and the MP9s cannot scratch the surface. And yeah, now a real difficult situation. This halftime break has got to be one of the most emphatic pep talks you've ever seen to try and turn this around. 10-1 could be 11-1 as well. And it already does start to feel like the beginning of the end for Sharks, but see whether that's the case. Molotov's coming towards under. Apex does tick a little bit. At the very least, though, good amount of control they're giving through mid. Sharks don't want to fight this.
No, well, I mean, the mid area has been quite troublesome for them. They've lost a lot of early exchanges in this position, particularly Window, though. Vitality have been abusing this area with early kills, usually. However, here, the difference is that they're sending a man in. Spinx behind enemy lines. There's 2 players on either side of the window area for him to find. 1 and 2. All right, that's a bit too easy, isn't it, really? Clean spray downs, 5v3 with a minute remaining. Okay, this Spinx guy's getting a little silly now, to be honest. All too easy for him.
Well, as you'll see it off as well, of one of his own. Oh, and Apex gonna steer it out. 11-1 at the half, ladies and gents. That was brutal. Sharks, is there anything left in the locker? We'll have to wait and see after the break.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back in. Second half getting underway. Much smilier across the board this time around. You remember we came into that second half of Vertigo. It's kind of ZywOo was having a good time. Apex was in the zone, and it paid off on that first map, to be fair, because he really was in the zone in the end. But here, much happier and a much smoother ride thus far.
I gotta agree, man. I think you're spot on. Everyone looks pretty chill, and I think that also probably shows by the way they've been playing. Vitality have been loving life. People who haven't been loving life, Sharks. That was a brutal first half of Counter-Strike. They could barely do anything. Let's just be frank about it. It was a really, really tough display of a side who just got outclassed individually, outclassed in terms of not only just the raw mechanics, but the strats as well. And the strats of Vitality were just, unfortunately, whole W. And they couldn't even basically close it here, right? I mean, you can win a pistol on your CT side, deny a bomb plant. Sharks are really not going to have a hell of a lot to work with. Now or never for Sharks to find a bit of momentum. Can they deliver? They want to go towards A.
Nades over the top. Not following up just yet, waiting for that flash to come from behind. Oh, this could be a bit difficult. They're set up and ready. However, the Glocks closing that gap look pretty good. Apex P2K, he actually found that kill around the corner. I didn't even notice, but goodness me, he's not able to get anything else. Sharks looking good here. As a fellow P2K at the back end of CT here. Deleted immediately. It's just Spinx from jungle.
1v3. Not impossible. Still highly improbable. Crossfire's good. Tug to see it off. This is the start that Sharks needed. And of course, a bit of a story that's been developing across this series is just both sides been having quite lackluster CT sides. I mean, there was a 9-3 first half, then a 10-2 second half, where the T side's doing all the damage. They made an 11-1 T side here. Granted, it would require an absolute miracle for Sharks to be able to respond in kind and push this towards, 13-11 or an overtime or anything of that sort. And we're not even going to get close to opening the door to that conversation just yet. But Vitality didn't exactly have a whale of a time on their CT on Vertigo. So we'll see whether things have been cleaned up a tad as they've warmed up into the game. But this round here, bit of a low bite. Deagle. One flash and a Zeus is all they've got to work with.
Doc making a lot of noise. Ooh, actually takes a fair bit of damage there. They will eliminate him out from triple. Reveals the stack though, doesn't it? Spinx does well, finds that one kill, another one, of course, picked up. So he gets himself a Galil. What's he going to be able to do with this, I suppose, is what we're all asking now. They'll be buying into the next anyway, so you might as well give it a little look, but I think with nothing revealing itself, he will look to hold on to it. Having a great game thus far, looking to continue that trend and close it out quickly, right? Get this 2-0 in the bag.
Let's see. I mean, 2 kills isn't terrible, right? In that sort of instance, you take it. Take it all day. Shark up to a third. An expected round taken for them. Spinx is going to have a buy until the next round. He was having a look whether he's maybe going to give it a go, but I think he'll just keep hold of that Galil. And it will be a buy and a reinvestment for the Sharks. Coming through, and of course, now a first investment for Vitality. What do they got for us? Gun's going to come out. I don't think enough for the AWP, and that is the case. Triple M4, FAMAS, and a Galil to work with for Vitality. Full belt to Utah and all the rest. What they got? This is the instance where they can give themselves a little run in. Also trying to be blocked there by ZywOo, but just misses the bounce. Even still, Shark's not really going to aggressively claim mid-control here. Bit of Utah, and they pump the brakes waiting for a push as they start to make a maneuver through under.
Yeah, they're going to try and activate these under players, aren't they, really? Apex obviously pushing in. Spots of smoke coming out. That one does get blocked. That could put a bit of a spanner in the works, but the contact through under has worked pretty successfully here. Flames does his best. It's 2. It Spinx out from short, however. And there are no real smokes around. They tried to play the contact, and Works initially. Is it going to be enough for them? It has left the A-bomb site open with the way that the kills have fallen and situation we find ourselves in. Bomb plant easily enough. Kit available for Spinx. So curious here. They're split massively though, right? It all depends if they push in towards CT. Spinx could find himself caught. He's not ready for them to be so close. Oh, but they line up for him anyway. How's he gotten away with that?
Oh, man, that is brutal. Sharks, you know, we talk about bad spacing, and more often than not, it's when you're kind of not close enough to trade, but they were too close to even do anything. They just get flustered in the situation, and Spinx, ice cold as ever, delivers. Really nicely done. And that could spell the beginning of the end here for the Sharks side as they find themselves now at their opponent's map and series point in this opening best of 3. Yeah, and this was tough. Seriously tough. I mean, not only the fact of them lining up, but then Suplex doing damage as well to his teammate, tagging him up, which would have been even easier to kill. I mean, you just hate to see it. Everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. 12-3. Sharks are coming back into whatever they've got left, right? We've got a Mac 10, double Galil, and a bit of Uto, but it's not exactly conclusively across all 5. As they look like they want to head towards B. Nado come down maybe a little preemptively. Mezzy up close here as well. Gets his one, and they're all actually just falling apart. An answer back, but is it going to be enough?
Suplex moving forwards. Footsteps definitely heard. Back spotted. ZywOo finishes him off. That might just be it here. Indeed, it is the case. 13-3 on the second map. No sweat for Vitality, I think it is safe to say. Sharks, though, putting everything they had into that burst, unfortunately could not quite get it over the line. I think Vitality, in a way, may even be disappointed that they had to work so hard for that first map, but ultimately coming